We're also fighting the menace of inflation to make life more affordable for American seniors, and we've ended Biden's inflation nightmare. So we have the worst inflation in the history of our country, and now our inflation is down to a perfect number, a beautiful number, hardly any at all. And yet our country is taking in tens of billions of dollars and trillions of dollars, actually trillions of dollars in tariffs. And you know all about it. It's been amazing. They say, why are we taking in so much money? Last week they found $29 billion and they couldn't figure out where it came from. I said, check the tariff shelf. And they said, how did you know that's where it came from? We're taking in billions and even trillions of dollars in tariffs paid by other countries who, frankly, were taking advantage of us for many, many years. And
so during a disastrous press conference in which he is supposed to be giving remarks about the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a visibly confused or visibly dishonest Donald Trump is saying all sorts of dishonest things about inflation. And we have that bombshell report, which we've been discussing all day today, showing that inflation is on the rise. It's actually spiking, and Donald Trump's tariffs are to blame. But before we unpack all that, if you end up liking this video and you want to support the channel, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. As a reminder, new inflation data deals stinging blow to Trump's tariff claims. Wholesale prices showed the largest monthly increase in 3 years in July, undercutting Trump's claim that foreigners are bearing the brunt of tariffs. And we're already getting evidence that Walmart and Amazon and other places are raising consumer prices, even though they've attempted to hold off. So we're going to play some clips from Trump's disastrous presser here, which is ostensibly about Social Security. He makes all sorts of unhinged claims about that. We'll get into those. But he's getting mocked on Twitter about this. Is he intentionally talking such stupid and absurd things, or is he really such an imbecile? Again, is he visibly confused or just simply dishonest? It's hard sometimes. Totally false. Importers pay tariffs. That doesn't necessarily mean they bear the actual economic burden. Maybe exporters reduce their prices by the amount of tariffs. But there's data on this, and it shows they didn't. The importers, Americans, are the ones who are bearing the burden. Yes, again, it's true. It's just laws of economics. Now, Trump has threatened, and consumers have tried to hold off, or rather, retailers and American companies have tried to hold off, but the dam is breaking on this. They can't hold off any longer, and it doesn't seem like any real tariff relief is in sight. Here's another clip.
We've ended Biden's inflation nightmare and came in below expectations, and yet, again, this past month, we set records. Gasoline prices are way down, and really dramatically, as everybody knows, and energy prices have been going down, other than in certain states where you have Democrat-run states where they put windmills all over the place. Anytime you see a windmill, you'll say, well, they have bad energy costs and sap.
Dude, he is a crusade against windmills is staggering. He can't shut up about them. It's windmills and Hannibal Lecter. Now, it is true, the gas overall has been on the decline. Of course, Trump has been lying about that since he took office, saying like 2 days after he took gas is like $1.99. It's not $1.99. But the fact of the matter is, on beef, on other groceries, on coffee, things are rising. Car seats, car strollers, or child strollers, things of that nature. We're seeing household goods increase on Trump's watch because of these slapdash, haphazard tariffs. And yes, the rate of inflation, even on previous reports, have increased. Now, this PPI report, which we've been talking about today, it is typically the prelude to consumer price index reports, which are disastrous. PPI comes before CPI, and economists and investors everywhere are reacting to this, going, oh, this isn't good. This is not good. Again, Trump is getting savaged about this on Twitter. He just throws numbers out like Powerball, lies. He's truly in another universe, pathological, delusional liar. And again, that's really the debate is Trump just being intentionally dishonest, or is he really stupid and delusional? And the thing is with Trump, it's sometimes very, very hard to tell. So I said that the presser is ostensibly about Social Security. So let's get into Trump's recent remarks about Social Security as he tries to spin his one big, beautiful bill.
We cleared 12.4 million names listed in the Social Security database over 120 years of age. Think of that. So we had 12.4 million names where they were over 120 years old. Is that right? That's a hell of a statement.
Yeah, and it's probably bullshit. But the fact of the matter is that the COBOL database that was used for Social Security doesn't send checks out to people who are 120. It just doesn't take them off the roster. The checks end, but a record of their name still exists. This has been debunked to hell and back months ago when Trump and Elon Musk, remember Elon Musk and Doge, when they were proffering these claims that, checks are going out to, people who are like 120, 200 years old. They just weren't. There's no evidence of that whatsoever. The Social Security Administration, at least pre-Trump, was pretty well run with a respectably low error rate. Again, Trump's getting savage about this on social media. It did not happen all right. Let's see. Let's keep going. The gifts are pretty funny. Sure. Yeah, for Amy Poehler from Parks and Rec. The 12 million dead people claim is false. Social Security Administration stops payments at 115. Those 120 entries were bad data in old records, not real people. And again, there's a lot of oversight with respect to Social Security benefits. So when they overpay or send a check that's too generous, it's deducted from the next check. It's pretty tightly run. Here's another clip.
Thank you very much. I'm going to sign the new proclamation, please.
Sir, this is a proclamation both commemorating the 90th anniversary of the Social Security Act, the signing of the Social Security Act, and also the incredible accomplishments of your administration fixing and promoting and safeguarding Social Security. And it also obviously mentions the fact that as part of the One Big Beautiful Bill, a vast majority of our senior citizens are no longer paying taxes on their Social Security benefits as you promised in your campaign and as you delivered for the American people.
That's a big factor, isn't it? Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's great.
So Trump is signing executive orders, but having to have the orders read to him. He doesn't actually know if what he's signing says what they say it is, right? He's just assuming. Now, if this were President Biden, if Biden were just signing things based on what people were telling him, Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans would be freaking out. But Trump doesn't read. He's perhaps functionally illiterate. So how do we know that what he's signing is what I think the guy's name is Scharf, Will Scharf, that aide there, is what it says it is. And with that in mind, I want to read you a CNN fact check debunking these lies about Social Security proffered by the Trump administration. Tax on Social Security. During touting the new domestic policy legislation, Trump repeated his false claim that it achieves his campaign promise of no tax on Social Security. It does not. The legislation does create an additional temporary $6,000 per year tax deduction for individuals age 65 and older, with a smaller deduction for individuals earning $75,000 per year or more. But the White House itself has implicitly acknowledged that millions of Social Security recipients age 65 and older will continue to pay taxes on their benefits, and that new deduction, which expires in 2028, doesn't even apply to the Social Security recipients who are younger than 65. So again, it's important that we be as precise as possible. Donald Trump is lying about his One Big Beautiful Bill, and there is an admitted tax deduction, a beefed up tax deduction there, but it's not what he's claiming. And he's hoping that people don't notice. But if they don't calibrate their expectations accordingly, they're going to get a rude surprise when they go to file their taxes at the end of the year. In the meantime, let me know what you think in the comments.